You know, when I turn on VH1 or MTV and watch their countdowns, what always run through my mind is this is not how my folks and I truly feel. So I've taken it upon myself to comprise my own countdown. Along with a couple of my friends, we're going to give you our opinions on the top 14 R&B and hip-hop albums that changed the game. Number 14.
Give me a beat!
She's the youngest of the Jackson siblings. We were first introduced to her publicly in the Jackson Vegas act and then on television. We were reintroduced to Janet we all know and love today through her groundbreaking album Control. She had 3 albums prior to that that did just okay, but paired with legendary hitmakers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they created magic.
I love Janet Jackson Control album. That was my jump off. That's when I knew I was the leading lady, baby.
I used to play in the car all the time. I know about that.
You might think I'm crazy, but I'm serious.
Janet was in the forefront of the 80s dance music craze. She was also one of the artists that created the structure that we see today for the dance music videos. Without Janet, there would be no Beyonce, Sierra, or Britney. Several Grammys, American Music Awards, NAACP, multi-platinum and #1 albums, and sold-out tours later, Janet is currently focusing on her acting career and receiving great reviews by the critics. Number 13.
Oh yeah.
Formed in Harlem, New York in 1987, God was first comprised of Timmy Gatlin, Aaron Hall, and hip-hop super producer Teddy Riley. Soon after its release, Gatlin was replaced by Hall's younger brother Damien. The album went triple platinum, establishing a new sound that was called the New Jack Swing. Although they only released one more album after the first, Riley's slick hip-hop production and Hall's gospel tenor inspired many imitators.
I used to bust a nut every morning before I went to school off of that. The album cover was sickening, baby. They had that big ass ghetto G-U-Y and Teddy Riley. Ooh. You can have a piece of my love.
Number 12. Before there was Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift, there was Brandy. She had a hit sitcom, a hit television show, and a multi-platinum selling album, Never Say Never. On the album, she collaborated with another young prodigy, Monica, to give us the infectious, Dark Child produced The Boy Is Mine. The single stayed at #1 for a record-breaking 14 weeks and won them a Grammy. This album had no bad songs on it.
Oh yeah, that was my song, The Boy Is Mine. I like that. I still listen to that song today. When I'm in the shower. That Brandy, she's straight.
What do you like about it?
Sexy.
Number 11.
Yes. Me again. And I'm back.
The biggest selling female group of all time, mixing pop, hip-hop, and R&B. TLC did in the 90s what the Supremes did in the 60s. Tion, T-Boss, Watkins brought the funk with that cool, deep voice that anchored most of their grooves. Lisa, Left Eye Lopez laced the cuts with her well-thought-out and bouncy vocals. And Chili Thomas sprinkled most of the songs with that beautiful voice, giving it its pop appeal. And together, they crafted Crazy, Sexy, Cool.
Cause I creep, yeah, baby, and I still creep right today, baby. Don't go chasing them, cause baby, you'll end up nowhere.
Number 10. Born James Ambrose Johnson Jr., but known to the world as Rick James. He bounced around from label to label before he found his magic at Motown. Rick James was a true funk master. Not to take away from James Brown or George Clinton, but Come and Get It was a masterpiece of funkness that would lay the foundation for his next album.
Do-do-do, Mary Jane, do-do-do, Mary Jane.
Remember Dreammaker?
That was my song. I knew when my mama and my daddy was finna get corn, baby, cause that Rick James 8-track came on. And I just knew to just turn on my ColecoVision, baby.
Rick also introduced us to the Mary Jane Girl and Tina Marie. Just like Left Eye, he had his share of drama, and he also left us too soon. Number 9. Stevie Wonder, an American icon, was signed to Tamla Records at the age of 11. This multi-instrumentalist and record producer has recorded more than 30 U.S. top 10 hits. September 1976, he shared with the world a double album which included a bonus EP entitled Songs in the Key of Life.
Stevie Wonder.
Okay, let's go.
I know that he's blind. That's all I know about him. He wore them black shades on the BT Awards.
Isn't she lovely?
Knocks me off my feet.
Looking like precious. Yeah.
This album is one of America's crown and glory, becoming the first album to debut at #1, staying there for 14 non-consecutive weeks, and spawning 2 #1 singles, I Wish and Sir Duke. Number 8. Whitney Elizabeth Houston. Let me start off by clarifying something to all you haters out there right now. She is the most successful female artist of all time. Not Mariah, Janet, Barbara, Patti, Aretha, Madonna has done what she has done. She's the only female artist who has successfully conquered music, television, and film to the degree that she has. Y'all need to do the math. But back to the topic at hand. 1984, her self-debut album changed the game for females forever. Here's the facts. It was the best-selling debut album by a female, selling over 13 million units. She spawned 3 #1 pop singles, stayed at #1 for 14 non-consecutive weeks. She won 3 Grammys, 7 American Music Awards. She won an MTV Video Award. She won an Emmy for her Grammy performance. She straight up opened the door for other women to have that type of success.